Ram fam? We're here. We're live with Black Ram GX Gaming. How's everyone doing? Michael Payne, good morning to you. William, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you both in here. No pain, no game. Whoops. Just knocked over my whole desk almost. Hey, how are you? How are you from your brother down under? Doing fantastic. We're here. We're live. We're finally back after the holiday yesterday. Looking to continue our race to the top 1% here in Madden. So it's good to see everybody. Thank you all for the likes and the shares as well. Appreciate that. No pain, no game. William Dodge with like and share. And I'm going to guess Michael Payne was the other like. It probably came through so fast. Oh, it did. There it is. Then I missed it. Appreciate you. So, hey, I got a couple cheers for you guys. How are you guys? Cheers. So we played a couple games of Madden here and there over the weekend, whenever we got a chance. Which resulted in some wins, some losses, and the last two were losses. William Harris, thank you for the like as well. Cheers. But as you know, anytime we're not playing and getting wins and all that right away, we slide back. So I didn't play at all. I don't think Sunday. I didn't play at all Saturday. I played maybe one or two Sunday. Maybe one Friday. So not a lot played here. Oh, God. Frame rate drops. Why is that happening? Well, that shouldn't be happening. I don't like that. Anyway. Sorry if it gets a little laggy on you. I literally don't have anything open. Well, hoping that gets better. Otherwise, if the frame rates don't come back, I'm going to have to restart. Hoping it's just a temporary thing. Let's do a quick speed test. So I've got almost 300 megabits per second. So there's no reason for this. Interesting. Let me pull it up on my phone quick. See how choppy it looks. Does it seem choppy to you guys? Program that will occasionally interrupt and make things horrible. But apparently not having it going was making things horrible this time. Because it returned to 60 the moment I just did that. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. So anyway, when I moved my desk, the camera swiveled a little bit there. So it looks like we're back at 60 frames. That was a stupid fix. Anyway, so let's get it. Let's get back into it and see how things go. Just a reminder, if anyone out there is watching for the first time, hey, do me a favor. Drop that follow. Drop that like. The follow's huge. Okay, here's where we're sitting. 3.6%. Lost 2 straight over the weekend. Both close games, but that's all I had time for. Oops, not the leaderboard. What am I doing? Depth check. We just got to make one adjustment to our team here. And see how this goes. Maybe we can get on a streak today. Yeah, again, if you're watching for the first time, do me a huge favor. Drop that like, drop that follow. If you've been here before, do the like, the share. Drop some comments like Mr. Michael Payne, Mr. William Harris. And if you're feeling so inclined to help us out and want us to grow, show some support, subscribe, maybe share some stars as well. A lot of ways to support. Pick your poison if you feel up to it. Goes a long way. If you're over there on YouTube, thank you guys for watching as well. Sorry I didn't give you guys a shout out yet. If you're over there, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Appreciate all the watches, all the views. I think I had the most views I've ever had on a stream on the last one we did on Thursday. I was shocked. Again, not a lot for someone who's successful, but like for somebody like me who's growing, pretty amazing amount. All right. So you guys, all right, you know it was me. Michael doesn't seem choppy. You guys drops out straight after saying it. Reckon now by the looks, that's true. Who are you going to be today? I'm going to keep being the Chargers until you guys tell me to be somebody else. I collected a little sample size of the data. Every time someone tells me to be someone different, I lose. So I'm looking for you guys to pick a team, pick some good teams. And switch the narrative on sub picks. What you playing lately, William? I saw Fantasy Star was on your list. Some real Romeo and Juliet shit. Pick your poison. That's right. Oh, that's got to be on him. Yep. Romeo and Juliet only had one choice, right? Oh! There we go! Highlight number one. Alright, maybe it will be a good start. Only 11 minutes in. Let's keep killing it. Super exciting. If you watch the NFL at all, if you pay attention to some of the games, we got our first NFL game this Thursday. The season officially starts. I believe it's the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, maybe, and the Bills. I'm trying to remember who all it was. I know it's Bills. Bills Rams. I'm sorry, Bills Rams. I knew it was two good teams. So the team that won the Super Bowl last year, the Rams, first the Bills, the team that could have if a coin flip went a little differently. So that'll be interesting. Oh, those are supposed to be two absolutely stellar teams. So I'm excited to see what they can do. Well, you got free festival this weekend. Are you set up so you're off again? Nice. Like another music festival like you were at before? Go Raiders. Are you telling me that's who you want me to play? I would be willing to give the Raiders a shot. Gonna start playing NHL again. Nice. I don't follow them too well. Are they in season right now? No way they could be. It's summer. Never mind. That was a dumb question. I played NHL Fantasy last year for the first time. I had a buddy. He's off in the military now, and him and the I don't know, group squad or whatever he's part of. We're all doing one and they needed some extra people, so they asked me. I'm like, I don't even know what to play it. I'm in. Let's play. So I played. I lost the first week and the championship game. I lost 2 games in like 24 weeks. It was awesome. And I didn't even draft my team. It was auto-drafted by the computer because I was on like a 3-hour drive. I didn't realize that it was happening. Totally forgot. And turned out the computer gave me the ultimate team. Pass interference, can't do that.
Penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call. And you know what's difficult about that one?
You only follow the Seattle Kraken, as I only started following the past few years, and they are a new team. That's a good choice. I hear they're actually a really good team. I think that's a really good way to bring people into the sport, right? If you were, especially if you're from a country where you don't have a team in there, brand new team comes in, so it's not just picking my home team or whatever. Gives you somebody to follow for sure. I like that. And William Yippett's electronic music, though, all set up by me and my mates. What? Oh, that's super cool. You guys set up a music festival? How many people are coming? Do you have any idea? Are you selling tickets, or is it just like, hey, we're going to be in this park at this time, show up if you want? Okay, well, that was a huge mistake. Huge. I was over tapping A, trying to hike the ball, and I had a touchdown. Y was wide open because they were in a zone and you pulled the safeties forward. I'm really sad. Either that or there's onions in the air. And Michael says, from memory, Juliet took something to fake her death so she could do the Romeo. When he finds he drinks the poison. Oh. Got his ass. She wakes up and goes, oh fuck. Then she kisses him and there's no poison on her lips to kill her as well. Yeah, something along those lines. The poison is supposed to like slow their heart rate enough to where they look like they're dead. Yeah, somehow they end up both actually being dead. Oh, he's lucky he didn't get me. Raiders for life. They got decent players there. Oh, that's good. Why Seattle never had hockey before is weird. You think that would be a hockey state? Yeah. There's a few states, but there's not a lot of hockey teams, and then there's also a bunch in Canada. So that's what makes it interesting. Oh, they've been expanding quite a bit. Vegas just added one, a year or two before Seattle. Hoping there'd be another one in the Midwest. It's completely free, all through word of mouth, huh? Only thing there to make money is the bar. Oh, nice. And you guys are running it? Do you have to have like a liquor license? Or is that just a United States thing? Alright, well, hopefully I don't press the wrong button this time. because I was torching him down the field.
And the Bucks have taken the lead.
You think all the states near Canada would have a hockey team? Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the ones I'm talking about.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Yeah, we got the whole frozen tundra out there. People could literally practice for portions of the year without having to be inside of a facility. And, nope.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Okay.
And not a good
What kind of block was that? He bounced off of him like he wasn't even there. I didn't know you could do that. Yep, nah, it's on someone's land. You can throw something twice a year on your land with no issue as long as you have owner's permission. Oh, cool.
Remember, they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were
That's
going to
fun.
have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive.
So what part in the festival are you going to be doing?
Herbert with a connection to
Are you like DJing?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter.
Like the music's all like recorded music that you're doing over some speakers, or is there like,
Herbert on first down now.
I really don't know what I'm trying to ask.
Going back to
I'm just curious.
again. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I'm curious about the whole thing. It all sounds really interesting and really fun. One of the last sound waves we had, I got to see. Oh wait, William, thank you for the 20 stars. Jeez.
Herbert now. He finds his target out.
Michael says one of the last sound waves we had. I got to work the bar, got paid over $300, and got to see my favorite band play. And I was the only bartender to make tips. To get tips made over $100 in tips as well. People ask me what he had, I would tell them. And Tyler, thank you for the like.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that one drops down.
People ask me what he had. Oh, you got a $100 tip from one person. I see.
Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe
And I tell him what we have and what we don't. And a guy said to me, "Can I order a drink without a story?" I replied, "Yes, if you pick the beer we have in stock."
Then they get
Dang.
a chance to continue their drive.
Can I get a drink without a story? That's such a savage, rude thing to say.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30
William,
seconds
you said you
to
know
go
all
in
the
first
DJs
half of play.
and am involved in the sound system and promoting it. You used to DJ but haven't in a fair few years. Oh, really?
First down
Oh, yeah.
marker at the 5. It's
That sounds like
second
fun.
and 20.
Why'd you decide to stop?
Again, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown.
Should be 21-14, but I'll take it.
Justin Herbert. And the Chargers
These damn hands.
away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
He's Tampa Bay. He can't be good. Nobody picks the best team in the game and is also actually good at the game. You pick a team near the best. Okay, well, I pressed the fucking button. This pisses me off.
Sends this one away.
Congrats on being in
Out of bounds, so
throwing a touchdown territory again, you son of a bitch.
40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know it all see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys.
Well, then hopefully warming on ice cream cart next year. Working on next year for festivals. 2 so you can go for free. No, that sounds awesome. You got DJ equipment that needs fixing and you need to buy a laptop to start up again. Ah, okay. Wait, do you like make your own music? You know how to do all that? Or do you do like wedding songs? Chicken dance, electric slide.
You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. An opening there on that first down run as he
You know you need to learn that? It's hard. Make music? I assume it's very hard. I mean, there's a lot of people do it, but it's like... it's like a lot of art. In my opinion, most art isn't something that can be learned easily. It either takes years of focus to try to learn it, or it's just natural. Music, drawing, a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of computer stuff, which I mean, yeah, you're making this on the computer, is a lot easier art form to learn how to do and get creative with. So the creativity side is definitely not something that can be learned. So it's tough, for sure. Okay, what the fuck is happening? People are just blowing off of this guy. This guy's cheating. He literally is. You should see the blocks against him. These are legit blockers. These are fullbacks. Tight ends. These are people who can hold the block. And they're bouncing off of him like he's got an immortality shield.
Taken in by Palmer. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taking
Proper electronic music. No disco DJ. Oh, sure. You still gotta take like bits and pieces. I've seen a lot of that stuff. Is like bits and pieces of real music, and then they just got wild beats on their own.
Find soft spots and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now they work this
I think once I learn on a computer, I'll be okay. Dad used to help me, and we got good, but then I stopped using the program I was using for a better one, and it was way too confusing. That'll happen. I know that, like video editing and a lot of stuff I've worked on. Definitely a challenge. Once I've switched programs. Alright, that's bullshit. That is so bullshit. That has happened to me so many times where my guy's leading, I hawk it up, lob it, should catch my guy in stride, and instead my guy just never even competes for the ball.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take
his end zone. Here comes Carter.
He did it again. He's done it every single time.
20 to about the
I'm recording all of those where he blows past me.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert throwing again. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
That's what I could do this man all game. He's also a cheating fuck. And I've caught him doing it 4 times now.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
I am going to pause it and see if I can record it.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins.
Otherwise, I'll report him right after the game. For Rizri 6167. FIRIZRRY 6167. Is a dirty.
The Bucs offense set to begin
Cream
their next
rag.
possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. But
Really?
Mike Evans, he's gonna go.
I don't know if these guys keep falling to the ground or just standing there when this happens. Also,
Touchdown pass in the
the game volume is completely cut out, yet I can still hear my music from Spotify.
final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Sucker, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Oh, shit's crazy.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff.
Man,
And here
are you
we
gonna get
go.
the next
It's in the
wedding
air.
single like Adam Sandler? Well, I'm hearing heavy electronic music to mix with. Stuff that keeps people going all night. Dance, hard trance, techno, Dutch hardcore, heavy drum and bass, etc. All seem to get a crowd going all night. That's probably true. Really? So there's no way to like do it in game, huh? This game doesn't stay cleaned up too well, does it? Well, I wouldn't use me at a wedding. My music's the heavy it may kill you, Nan. Oh boy. I was gonna say the genre you just put out there.
For this offense, Charles,
I guarantee you there's weddings that will play it.
marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant, keep throwing it around.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think
doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be first.
Yeah, my wedding.
This is the National Football
Well, I guess you better not invite your nan. I bet you that'd be a fun wedding.
So 3 plays already, first and goal.
You think anyone's ever DJ'd their own?
Herbert gonna keep it on his sneak, and he is rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Herbert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Alright, even though this man is a dirty, rotten cheater, and I've got on film him doing it 4 times,
Following the touchdown, Dustin
I still think we can beat him because all of his touchdowns have been my guys falling over on their shoelaces getting tied together by Casper the Friendly Ghost and them falling over and then they just run away. So
set to begin their next
that shit ends here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago.
Oh, that almost ended right here, like I said. Dang.
First and 10. Now Brady gets away with one.
Next time,
He could
choose.
have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup at 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Michael Payne just hired you.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught by Evans. And they've got
Jesus, he's surrounded by 4 guys.
before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion.
Oh, not tied on their own, but had their group they DJ playing.
Valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll power ahead, but only for
Look,
about
here's
3
Chloe and I are
seconds.
looking for a DJ for the wedding. Would you like to be our DJ?
There, that's when you
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
right? Who can stand up and make a
That would be
run? But for both
so,
sides, they had to walk away from that
so awesome.
okay.
If you find your wedding DJ here in the stream. I really wish you would have fumbled that.
It certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. While he still has some fresh legs. I don't like this game we've seen on the scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Come on, how does that keep working? He's literally surrounded.
Conversion good for 20.
Oh,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the
I think he's gonna run
from the 13
the ball the rest of the time.
1st and 10. Brady.
Just kidding.
And break, the tight end's got it. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Come on, how is he always open?
Seal it, it's a touchdown. What a
Either open or he catches it surrounded by people.
stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the
I mean, shit, I can get down there in 53 seconds and score, but I'm not gonna get the ball.
close this game out, just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
Let me need a passport before you can leave England. I mean,
The Bucs ready for the kickoff.
if you get one, it lasts like 10 years, right? So you get one, and then you're like, well, shit, I got one. Now I can go anywhere I want.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision
That's the first time I saw him get blocked. Into his little hat.
15.
Shocking.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this is intercepted, and that
Yeah, that about seals that. That's unfortunate.
Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right.
You see the ball bounce around his hands and magnet into them. They've replaced the gloves with sticky stuff. They replaced the sticky stuff in the gloves with straight up magnets.
Turned out just okay.
Fournette, a first down carry, and they'll bring him down
That would
at
be
the
pretty fun.
18-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
God, the game volume is breaking up horribly in the headset again. That is such a distraction.
Time to shine. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to. Chains on third down, Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to solve this one.
William, you're not getting a passport until you know you can go to America. I think you can, but I'm sure because of the time you're younger. Oh. I think Canada's the same way. Wow. And I would have just an unexpected fumble right at the end.
Take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a foot there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practice
Just realized I've been trying to send you those 20 stars for the past month and it finally allowed me. Oh, that's weird.
this year where a guy fielding a kick,
I didn't let you before.
tuck it away. And this time they turned it over.
Security eluded.
God damn it. Just gave him an extra 6 points to
Perfect. 3 for
add to the
3
points
in the
against
field
me.
goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him.
Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed
You know what his range is. And
that Carter would just
counting on 3 points going up.
butterfingers it? Should be okay. This was over 6 years ago. I think I heard.
Comes to the field goal unit. And
First of all, I clicked.
say a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is no
Not doing that. I mean, it's just as funny, but I clicked to kneel it.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
Yeah, I heard somewhere. I don't know if it's true. That if you're from the U.S., maybe anywhere, and you get a DUI, driving under the influence, that you can never go to Canada. And then after I heard that, I started hearing it in the lyrics of some music. And I'm like, oh shit, is that real? And I don't know if I looked it up. If I looked it up, it was a long time ago. But, yeah, apparently that might be one of many crimes. But there's at least that one that you can't get into Canada if you've had it. And I only recently learned that that was the thing. That if you have certain crimes, you can't travel to certain places on your record. Canada people hate drink drivers. I don't like drink drivers either. Mostly because it sounds funny. Oh, we got the Raiders. That's right. Let's see if things change there. 83 overall, so a couple notches down. Which I feel like is super underrated for what they are. I feel like they should at least be on par with the Eagles at like 85. They got a pretty good quarterback, one of the top receivers, one of the top tight ends, another really good receiver. Running back is so-so. I mean, that guy is not holding up. Oh, great. Now I'm playing the Chargers. Uncanny Loop, what's happening? Easy question. Just depends on what you remember, am I right? Cheers. Thank you for the like.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC match.
I can't tell you how many people got it right because it's bugged out, but I assume pretty much everyone's gonna get this one right. What up, my friend? Oh, you know, just the usual. We're here playing Madden. We're trying to get to the top 1% in the world. We're very close, and we've just been maintaining being really close. But that's all right.
And we are underway in Allegiant
I'll either get
Stadium.
there or I'll get close enough and feel okay with it, okay-ish with my results.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Need to get an NHL game. Hey, we were talking about that earlier. William was saying he's going to start playing NHL again.
So they'll come up first and 10 now.
Apparently, the NHL games are one of the few ones that they say EA does right, and I've played it before. I tend to agree they're pretty well-made games.
And he is met quickly in the backfield.
William saying, see here, I think if you commit violent crime, you can't go to America or Australia for a certain amount of years. Young and super and drunk, and he thought you could fight some police officers. Turns out pepper spray wins that war. Yeah, that seems likely.
Here's Carr. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it happens when the other guy gets control, you know.
Back and knocked the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
But now you know, though. Before that moment, you didn't know who'd win. Now there's no question.
And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
God bless America.
And down he goes again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I just needed a quarter second for that ball to leave my hands.
In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. They felt like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And no return possible here.
That was as good a punch as I could have done.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, I almost had it.
Eckler underneath. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up
That
just
close,
short
and it
of
was kind of a
45 at the 44.
spur of the moment pass.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They
Michael, you lent your car to your dad when you were old. Oh,
See it happen early in the game, and they don't get him on the ground. You can always tell that they were concerned about it.
Michael, you lent your car to your dad
From my days, I remember being in college.
when you were a week from move out on your own and 2 days before you took your partner on your first date. You got your car impounded, lost his license for 6 months, and lost your car for 2 months. Holy shit. That's an event. Do you lend anyone your car anymore?
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he takes a shot on the release.
William, get 22 on Xbox. For you on Xbox, it's on Game Pass. Uncanny Luck. I don't know if he's still here, but he is on.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's
PC and PlayStation. I think he mostly does PC now.
on the left sideline. Touchdown, LA.
Harris, when did you
Well, you've got
when you
like
DJ
this
my wedding,
both sides of the
we could
football.
do a stream in the morning and stream my whole wedding.
On your first drive.
That would be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a wedding on live stream. I'm sure it's happened, right? It has to have happened.
You just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out,
But
you're supposed to take advantage
what?
of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said thank
I
you
guess
very
I've never
much
looked for it.
getting us
That's
the
why
ball
that's why I haven't seen it.
zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
William,
Las Vegas offense ready to
7-10
start this
with pepper
next
spray and
drive.
tasers. Always win. 3 ended up out of work for a month though.
I
Oh
know
Jesus.
these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't
Likely heard that some po-po use their pepper spray when they don't have pepper. What does that mean? What do they use then?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
That really just fucking happened. Why does this keep happening to me?
It's a fumble recovery and a Chargers
The fumble bug is just absolutely fucking my teams up.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score.
I can't do anything! When by the time I'm done with the play action part of the play action play, I'm being smacked and the ball is on the ground. I don't know how many fucking sacks I get and they don't drop the ball. What the shit?
So here's the kickoff now.
God damn it.
Get it again following that fumble return for us.
No giant spiders or venomous snakes allowed.
Taken at the goal line.
Couldn't agree more with that.
Turn out to the 27-yard line.
But yours is in like a barn, right? So there definitely gonna be some.
Offense set to get this
I would recommend eating it. Thought I'd never see you again.
offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Yeah, when I watch the videos of people getting pepper sprayed that thought they were being tough and then they don't look so good for a while afterwards. You know, they're puking, they're spitting constantly. Their eyes are just nonstop running.
Keep him safe back there. This
Looks
time,
nasty.
The rush got to him in a hurry. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on
You can get it then, just get PC Game Pass.
completion,
Yeah, that's true.
they get off the field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and
Drop
start
tips from
concocting
my
some
honeymoon.
offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's blitzing like 7 people, no wonder.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off.
My cousin live streamed hers and it was during lockdown, so could only have 10 people, actually 10. Oh, but there was probably a decent amount watching then. What the fuck?
Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
All right,
Brings this one
a couple things happened here.
6 and a Charger TD. Charles, it is pretty rare.
It was a get the ball, whip it immediately. There should be no problems with accuracy at all. I'm throwing it to the highest rated receiver, 99. He's perfect. Should be perfect. And it goes right behind his head. Right to the guy who's just standing there who goes, oh, well, look at that, there's a ball in my hands. And then I wasn't even in control of Adams. Right? No. I wasn't in control of Adams. Sure, it put me near him, but I actually didn't do anything. If you don't do anything, you don't take control, even if the circle's on the guy. And he dives 5 yards away when he had an easy shot.
Right here, 'cause now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where
He had an easy shot of catching him, running him down, and instead he just falls because he doesn't feel like doing anything. What the hell?
could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This game is being super annoying today. Fuck you, Madden. Madden, you're the reason that I'm having issues.
Nothing, our score
Madden asks you if you're getting your ass kicked too hard too early, if you want to quit. It still counts as a loss, but do you want to quit? I don't know. Actually, I wonder if it was going to not count as a loss. If it wasn't going to count as a loss, I would have maybe said yes. I didn't have enough time to Google it, and it's not specific.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he is
Are
gonna
you
lose
fucking kidding me?
yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first down, Carr. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete.
Let's see.
Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second
Should
down.
go somewhere really hot or cold.
another interception there. That would have been 2
Thailand,
turnovers
Greece.
in a row. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
I don't know what about that. Is Sweden, Switzerland, or Alaska?
Worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works.
Michael, you're not a hillbilly, not getting married in a barn. It looks like a castle again. You said it was a barn before. Mike, what's going on? Thank you for the like.
Carr to throw again. And that's complete to Adams.
I was talking about it once, and you said it was like that.
For Vegas. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake
That's not my fault.
They haven't given him much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Oh, come on. Just because your back is backwards doesn't mean you can drop it. Cheers. Thank you, Mike.
Around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
How you doing, buddy?
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is going to be
Oh, of course.
intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to
Look, that was actually working really well to get me down the field.
2 to 20. Charles not
Just
only
quick
is
throwing it high pass to somebody, because before that I'm getting hit in
down inside the red zone.
less than 2 seconds.
Points, no matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back
That's not
on this
working.
in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could
Have I?
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11
Well.
yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down.
Maybe I've been offline.
Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
William, how have you broke the Raiders? They have a decent team. They have a decent team, but the Chargers are a far better team. And this guy's got a fucking silly blitz that I can't seem to beat.
forcing something on third down. How about him buying some time?
And also, you know as well as I do that I lose every time I switch teams, even though I also lose when I'm my team. I've gotten too far too slow. I need to get to the top 1% a lot faster than I did.
Play action. It's Herbert.
And now I think it's the uphill battle is going to be just immense
Sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with
and stressful.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On fourth down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
William, I think you actually do get some bad luck when you choose your team. I think so too, but
Herbert on first down now. Buying time to his left. And that'll be
I have them in play ball. Right there. AI will play the ball and 2-man catch. God damn it.
Separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it
So I'm actually the player who's a lot higher than you, I'm guessing. I think they did.
second and 10. Again, Herbert. Dancing to
And I don't think this guy's particularly great. That was a good play.
left side, and it's complete. And he gets it
He's got a really cheap defense he's using.
and mark him at the 5. Eckler now between the tackles.
He's got a really good team.
Get in across the chalk for a
No, I love the Chargers.
Austin Eckler. A 5-yard
Um,
touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it is
and that's pretty much all it is. Cheap defense. He's actually, I mean, really good.
the kickoff team on the field now
Don't get me
as they
wrong.
will send this one
But he's
away.
not as amazing as he looks right now.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
You know,
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with the score
you're gonna get some sleep. Need to focus on getting money together for this weekend. Oh, sure. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Appreciate you, sir. Hope everything goes well. Keep us informed. Keep popping in and let us know your progress throughout the week.
They'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr.
God fucking damn it.
It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And Michael, that's slanderous lies, and you know it.
Charger TD. So this defense
They don't just
pleasure there.
put an overall rating of how good a team is on a team for no reason.
This time an interception
Partner.
return for another score. Hopkins with the extra point.
I don't like your shit talk.
Here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Carr. And his pass is
wow.
intercepted for the
That was a really good lurk by him. He definitely looked like he wasn't going to be there, but he knew my route. I don't know how he knew my route. I haven't tried that route on him.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they're going to have
Wow, those guys just hold on every time, too.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
I don't even know what he's really been doing. Game passes?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will
I
start
hope the
second
weather for your
half
wedding is going to be
moving,
cold,
and the
otherwise you're going to
football
smell
is
like a
underway in the
pork
third
chop on a
quarter.
barbie.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
Not like a shrimp? A pork chop, huh?
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. It's Eckler again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got a man complete.
God damn it. I knew it was going to be Eckler too, but once I saw him go in, I was like, oh, well, he's covered. He should be fine.
Gain of nearly 40
God damn it.
on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
It's really getting annoying that he always is open. Or
Inside the 40
can just
now for
use her
1st and
pass
10.
and it works.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look like you're gonna burn like a pig on a spit. Oh boy. Don't want that. Don't want that. You gotta get through the day. And this is annoying because this game's already over.
Tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you got to lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach.
Come on, Devontae.
As we go forward.
A big hitter to
Cook
start
like
the drive has him up near
yeah, you don't want to cook
midfield
either.
for 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On play action, now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's
Perfectly well covered.
taken down for
I don't
the
have enough
5th time in
blockers.
this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable
I'm gonna
to
concede if I
successfully
can't
complete
convert
one.
this.
But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Catch is made by
All right, well,
the throw.
it's not been fun. I should have just let it happen earlier when it might have not accounted, but you know, I might as well burn like a pig on a spit. That guy was 10 and 4, and in the top 18%. Sure didn't play like it. Definitely played like a guy who's played more than 14 games. Could be a Smurf. If you don't know what a Smurf is, in the multiplayer community, it is somebody who plays a ranked multiplayer game, gets too high in the rankings because they're good, but then gets really frustrated that they're not beating everyone's ass like they were in the beginning, like me. So I only had like 2 days of beating ass, and I was already in the top percentages, which kind of sucked. So they get tired of getting their ass beat and occasionally getting wins and have to struggle and fight for it. And what they do is they make a new account. Now this new account is fresh. You're starting all the way at the back. You're playing the worst of the worst players. And then you just start beating their asses over and over and over again. And eventually get high enough up. You create a new Smurf, start again, and your win percentage is insane because you're only beating up on people who pale in comparison to you skill-wise. You ever take on true challenges, never truly move up to be one of the best.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go.
Well, that is also a Smurf, Michael.
This afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll go right back to Evans here on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
God damn it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Evans. And this will be a Bears first down.
Oh my God, we're stopping him 4 yards short, and some jackass comes from behind, tackles him, and pushes him forward another 6 yards. Number 9. You piece of shit.
Together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game, and guess what? They also get the lead guy running it pretty well too.
On first and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than
I don't even know
that.
who this D. Evans guy is that he's using, and this is my team. Who's
3
using?
yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
If I lost to the Bears, I think I would maybe quit my Madden streak here. This will be it.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he is going to lose
The end
yardage
game.
here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play.
You know, I have been playing
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to
a
pick
little
up
game
the
called
first.
Surrounded.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender
It's
running.
a super fun game, super relaxing for the most part, a little stressful.
Finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Really fun to explore all these areas and
And the kicks away.
figure it out. Full game releases here this month yet, free on Game Pass, but it's still in preview at the moment. So I want to play that when it comes out, but it is a survival builder.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that.
So it's going to be something I'm going to probably be playing for a long time.
Puts their defense in a great spot.
And unfortunately, there's so many great games that are
Try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts him in that position.
Rolling to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan.
being released soon,
And he'll be taken
and I'm going to need a lot of time to play this grounded game, so it's
outshy of the 30 to the 29.
difficult to choose it. Guess I'll have to see what comes out next.
Scoreless
I mean,
after one.
I wouldn't play until the full game releases, bare minimum.
Charger
Because what if it
football
wipes
to
out my
start
data?
quarter number 2.
I played a lot of game preview games that wipe everything you've done when the full game releases. And they don't tell you that that's going to happen usually. So,
Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but
that's the only tough thing. And it might come out towards the end of the month, middle of the month, whenever. That's not going to be enough time because then October hits and we're playing horror games all month.
now this is first and 10 at the 47. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively.
Michael, must be really tied. Assume you're tired because your pre-work has made your face all tingly. Oh no.
But they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, Herbert's thrown
That's
into the hands of Williams.
not good.
And he's going to have another first
Shit's
down.
pre-workout you got in there or something else?
At the Bears' 31-yard
I'm just playing. Oh, what was the horses you were talking about for Kingdom Hearts? You said I was going to do them? Horses?
Herbert.
I haven't a clue as to what you're talking about. I never said nothing about no horses.
Chargers. Keenan Allen. 31.
That ain't me, dude.
And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
But your final sentence in that paragraph, I did say something about you going back to do the Kingdom Hearts bosses from the first one.
Will kick it away.
I got that desert guy first try.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
First try and a little bit inebriated from some fine bourbon, and it was also like 1 in the morning. I was very tired. I was just like, oh, I'm just not quite ready for bed yet. Let's see if I can quickly do one of these bosses. First try. Donald and Goofy were essentially no help. Goofy was helpful because he kept giving me MP, which you need because there's a physical and a magical aspects to that battle. Yeah, last night you said horses in my stream. No, I don't think I did.
They'll go option to the short side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one. And
You think you said horses instead of bosses?
no antidote for speed.
No way.
Quarterback position as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to
You need to go get it? Yes, absolutely. If you can prove it, I'll admit I'm wrong. But until then, I know 100% in my heart. And I have the heart of the cards, the heart of the Keyblade. I've got all the hearts that, I didn't say a thing about horses. If I did, it's like you said, it was a typo, but I don't have autocorrect on my phone, so there's no way. Actually, might.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
God bless America. And he said, I don't know, should I not stream the campaign of COD MW2 in October? You can stream whatever you want to stream, man.
So after the incompletion on
If you want to stream it, stream it.
Now it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver Palmer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out to his left. Wide open. It's Allen complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and
It's bad for him picking the Bears.
and picking up a first down.
I mean, clearly he's a Bears fan. And just like, I'm going to tough it out and try to get some wins. But this is, I don't even think this guy's bad. But this is just what happens when you play a low overall team. Anyone who says it's the player, not the team, this is why it's the team. Madden is a super unbalanced game, and that's why everyone plays the top 5 teams.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The handoff, now Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And again back to Komet. And he'll be taken down.
I just realized my music's been dead this whole time since I had to restart my headset 3 times to stream.
Another timeout called for by the offense. first down throw, Fields. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Sorry about this is my team playing. I know their weaknesses.
First sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Guy.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Wow, that's really lucky. I was like, that's going to be a safety. Because I caught it, picked it up. My body had to have been outside.
Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
I don't know. I think that was almost incorrect to call. Pretty positive that was a
Didn't get
safety.
it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
All right.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole
Let's
thing,
continue the
because a lot of teams
razzle-dazzle.
with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17.
Can't find it, Michael?
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught by Williams. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for
There we
the
go.
Charger touchdown. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
All right.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard
Got that
line.
hit stick. He didn't drop it. I'm looking for some fumbles here. Look, Madden's been fumble fucking me all day so far.
For their next drive.
I'd like to see some fumbles go my way.
Fields on first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On first down, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones. with
And if
it.
that ran just,
He'll be
man,
taken
just
down
ran straight out, he might have been
before
gone.
they work it across midfield. On first and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, it's Fields.
Wow.
This is, oh my goodness, he
That play just worked no matter what he did. My man coverage was just that shit.
Darnell Mooney.
Doesn't happen.
36 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Michael, I don't know a thing about what brings people in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
I think just play what you want to play. If that's what you want to
Taking
do,
it at the 15, a short kick.
go for it.
He'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
You know? It's your stream, your thing.
Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched them over.
Do I think it'll get you views? Sure. I think anything will get you views. I think streaming in general will get you views. Is it a brand new game that's coming out? Yeah. I think that gives you a little boost right there. Is it a popular title? Yeah, one of the most popular titles there is. I'll give you a little boost right there. Playing campaign. Most people won't be playing campaign, so that might give you an edge. Everyone else is going to be playing multiplayer. For anyone who wants to see campaign, do 98% of people want to see campaign? No. They're all going to be watching the people who are playing multiplayer. They're all going to be concentrated on about 10, 15, 20, maybe the top 100 people streaming it at the same time as you on Twitch. There'll probably be 200, 300 people streaming it on Twitch. So to stand out from the crowd will be extremely difficult in the multiplayer market compared to the people who are already super well established in Call of Duty there. So that's going to hurt you. Here on Facebook, you'll still have a bunch of competition because the most popular game on Facebook is Call of Duty Warzone. It's probably the most popular game on YouTube as well, but I don't know jack diddly about the streaming side on YouTube. How many people there are in general, what kind of competition, how many viewers. Couldn't tell you. So, do I think it'll help? I think playing the campaign of a brand new, very popular game right when it releases, always a good idea. Always a good idea. But those are your challenges. And they are numerous. So, there you go.
You're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the touchdown.
No penny for my thoughts? Just kidding. You'll try and find it tonight. You're working at the moment, so I was a bit tired last night, so I could have misread it. True, and I was very tired this morning, so I could have sent something wrong and not seen it, but I don't really send a lot of typos without instantly correcting it. I usually reread everything before I send it. The only time I will mess up is if I type something very long and I miss it while I'm rereading through it. A or B, it's the final word in a short text. The only ways I'll send a spelling error or anything else, I'm pretty on the ball with it.
Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Yeah, this will be caught by Mooney, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Out of the gun, Fields, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Fields. And he drops it incomplete.
But it's possible. I was very tired.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first
You like doing stories? Sure, understandable.
Here's Fields.
Savon, thank you very much for the like. Cheers. How are you doing?
So how about this for field position after the big play?
You only ask because you're the best streamer, or I'm the best streamer you like, and I've been doing it a lot longer than you.
2-yard line.
Yeah, but like,
Evans. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he
I don't know.
behind the line.
I do all the right things when it comes to streaming, but can't seem to grow other than sticking to one game, right? That's the only piece of advice I see from major streamers, people who grow, people who are successful, that I don't do. And
now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last
you know,
2 plays having gone backwards?
I don't grow like crazy, so. You doing well? How am I? I'm doing great. Had a good weekend. A lot of fun. Doesn't quite feel like Tuesday. That's alright. Had a couple losses early, a little frustrating, but I'm kicking this guy's butt, which is pretty fun. Oh, then he did that to me. That was sneaky. I like that. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive.
But Michael, to tie into the whole thing I was saying about Call of Duty, you know, it's a new game and how that should give you some some help right there and everything.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
You know, Madden's a brand new game. NFL's loved by a lot of people. There's tons of views and not a lot of competition on Facebook for this game. And I still can't grow on it, so. All the goods might not amount to anything if you play that new Call of Duty.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Levon, how was your weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? Anything exciting?
Once more, here's Eckler. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side.
And that's a highlight.
And all the way in for
And a quit. Good riddance. It's good to get a win. It's good to get a win. In the last game, if you missed it, the game asked me in the first quarter I was getting beat so bad by this guy if I wanted to quit early because they think they matched me with somebody who was way too good for me. Huh. I was so insulted. I said, no way, I'd like to keep playing. I'm going to beat this guy. And that was the worst thing I could have done. I should have quit.
And the Chargers have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. They're going to try and run.
Ooh, almost got in.
He stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run.
More than 10 yards a carry on 11 rushes. Rushes? I say Russians?
Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Didn't mean to do that.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get
Jeez.
this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lemonades are going down a little slow today.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he already paused once, so he can't pause again. Well, might as well get my points back.
Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
In fact, Michael,
The Chargers
Let me give you one more fact about me playing a brand new game in Madden 23, just released ahead of the NFL football season, which is something that so many people love. You'd think I'd get some viewers. I've had one new person like the whole time I played this, and they took their like back.
Double and triple, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
It was like one of those oops, didn't mean to, and they brought it back. So I haven't had anyone new. Maybe new people watch for a second, but they don't interact in any way. So
Herbert back to the air. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown LA. Josh Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. So it goes from a 3-score
keep in
to
mind,
a
there's no
4-score
good
lead
answer.
here in the closing
I think
moments
if you get the new Call of Duty game, you have to play it.
that bonus
Right?
touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock.
Weekend was good, weather was perfect, just did our usual camping stuff. Oh, awesome. I mean, if you're gonna be out doing the camping stuff, you want that perfect weather. Yeah, we had fun. Did a fantasy football draft. I think my team was pretty good.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
I don't know.
And his guys
I wasn't like
all right at
blown away with how good my team was, but it could have been better, I think.
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
My first draft I did, it was really good. I mean, I got really high grades on both.
Just one last drive. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off
Ah!
by Michael Davis. And he brings this one
Yahtzee.
home. Pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off.
Got her to exactly 50 points. This is the kind of absolute ass beating I need to have after how bad my first 2 games went.
Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them.
So, Levon, is there very many camping weekends left? Sorry for
Come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
my absolutely foul mouth. This game brings out some emotion in me. It either makes me so mad or so happy.
Drive the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Oh, that should have been another interception, but whatever.
Self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
Now the game volume's completely gone again.
watch every error that they made and figure
Keeps dying on the headset. It's either my headset's either cutting out so bad that it's really obnoxious, or
and get better for the next time out.
it just turns off.
They'll use as
I might just leave it off. I don't need the game volume, I guess. 4 or 5, depending on weather. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty much get through September, maybe some of October, and then you lock them up.
Heads held high. What a performance by the offense.
That shit's pretty nice out there in the fall.
Complete domination on both sides of the football here in this
Maybe
one.
too cold, huh?
It was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best.
Always wanted to
And I
go
think that's
tent
what we saw
camping
from both the offense and
in the fall.
defense.
Never done
A
it.
complete team victory.
But then again, even in the summer, camping nights are freezing, so I can't imagine how bad it would be in the fall. It's plenty for you two to come again? Oh, for sure. Yeah, I still got to get out there. Alright, let's make sure this stayed. And summer's winding down. That's always a good thing, right? Summer's crazy. Have you ever been this year? Have I ever been? I've been there in my heart and in my mind. So, got that going for me. That's not bad. Even. Oh, I definitely did read that wrong. I read too fast. Then no. I don't think so. Maybe? No, I don't think so.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Well, once it's closed up, then Levon, you'll have to come down and visit us.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott.
We haven't had any of you guys down yet either.
And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his
That'll be
end
fun.
zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Kayla likes to host. She just made cookies today. Which, honestly, Kayla, if you're there and you have access to cookies and a small glass of milk, I would take that instead of stars, you know, or whatever. But I'm just saying, I don't know if you were like available and you wanted to bring me some cookies. Yes, we will. Perfect. Well, I'm excited for that then. We'll have to figure it out so I can get it in my calendar.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45.
Is that right, Santa? Why am I Santa?
13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers.
You're eating a cookie and you're not sharing any with me?
And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. And a touchdown, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting,
That was a pretty good run.
this was the explosiveness
I like
that
that.
they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the
Leave out
Chargers
milk
grab
can
the
cookies
7-0
for him.
lead.
Don't do that. Look. Why does anyone do that for Santa? Right? Santa's a busy guy. Sure, he has time to stop for milk and cookies. But the cookies, you're going to leave them out, they're going to be all dry, and the milk's going to be all warm by the time he gets there. That's not going to be good.
At the 25.
I'm sure Santa doesn't like warm milk. Although I could be wrong.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his target. That's
Close.
Haskell.
Close is the wrong guy.
This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And some room to work. And he will work.
That's the one, the strongest fault of this play, is that the players don't align perfectly how you want them to. So the safety is usually on the opposite corner of the running back, so the running back's free by a mile.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality. And pound.
Oh, I thought that was a fumble the way the camera was moving.
Inside the 15 down to the 14-yard
I wish.
line.
I wish. finish.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's the option. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Don't like this. Don't like this.
Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
I knew that's what he was going to do.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful.
It was stoppable last year in Madden. You never saw people do that because the quarterback would stay standing up way too long and then the guy could get under his shoulders and push him back. But not in this one. In this one, they just kind of immediately fall to the ground. Fetal style.
And we are tied at 7.
What up? Thanks for bringing Santa his milk and
Each
cookies.
team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down
Santa was getting
on the chalk of the 20.
Oh, they're so soft.
The Charger drive
Basically
about to
fresh
get
out of the
going.
oven.
Well, certainly they'd rather have this
Just
scenario
go on,
they
thank
had
you.
last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more
See what happened?
sustained drive if they want to get points.
One bite of a cookie got me 13 yards. What do you think's going to happen when I have this sip of milk?
Backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to
Oh,
matriculate
God, the
the
combination.
field and try and do it again.
Flawless.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Yeah.
7-7, our score
And then
after
said-
1.
Mean things.
Mean things.
Yeah.
Multiple mean things.
Multiple words.
It was 2, actually, because 1 was a contraction.
And therefore, I mean
A good run, got 7 on
Mean words.
first. Here's second and
the
3.
whole sentence.
Don't mess up.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Yeah. That could have been bad.
His incomplete.
Being
Receiver
distracted by
their guys all the time.
the,
You
the
always
bringer of
blame
cookies.
me.
That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
Cookie
It
monster.
was only knocked away, not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got out. And he'll be
See?
taken down, but not before
You think I
he
could have done that
runs
without
the
cookies?
first down. Second catch for
You might be
the day,
right.
and it'll wind up the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as
have one more
precise in
bite.
college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college
That's
route
it.
in the NFL
Done. No
there.
more cookies.
Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find a first down. And that's what he just did.
Right. If I overdo it,
Inside the 40-yard line.
my blood sugar levels will get too high.
On second and very short. Herbert.
Why do you have to be a diabetic to watch your blood sugar levels?
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another
If you
first.
start relying on your pancreas, you'll be let down someday.
No.
Just gotta do it for yourself. Oh, lucky by him.
Incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I should have had that. Cheers.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Here's Herbert. Hit as he throws
I had
there,
like that.
incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
The
Don't worry,
intended receiver
I've got my
here,
play
Allen,
here.
third down here.
It works 60% of the time. It'll work.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Oh,
Now that'll be tipped
this is
and
that 40%.
intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to get it.
I hate these tip interceptions. I don't think I've ever gotten a tip interception.
They were in a great position to take the lead.
I watched a lot of other people.
All they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or
What?
a punt.
Michael.
This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone.
Are you one of those guys that leaves out Coke for Santa because he's sponsored by them?
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's funny.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you
That's a
want
good
to
joke.
call it.
I'm surprised I never
7
thought
yards
about
on
it.
first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a
Just a
2nd
better
and
joke
3.
maker.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man.
Yeah, we both
And
saw
he'll be
it.
brought down at about the
It's tracking that
24-yard
guy.
line.
Nothing I could do once the
I
play
think it's
started.
about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And they run the option here on 1st and 10, and he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Go crazy.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Nope, just learned it right now.
And no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
With jokes or so. Yeah,
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
I've
So
seen
as
that
they
one.
take
That's a
it
good one.
over, we step aside.
And why did he die? Because she made dope cookies and he ate
An
them.
extra
He could
quarterback
have
now
saved
in the
them.
game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Santa? Every time I say Santa, I want to say it like Will Ferrell in Elf.
Play action.
Santa!
And that's
God damn it, wide open again.
Eagles touchdown.
That fucking.
Quez Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This was my miracle play
That
last year.
7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as
Which
they've
makes
now
me wanna
given up
use it
2
all the
straight
time?
touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't improved.
But it don't really work like that anymore.
So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Oh, wow.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James
Perfect timing user pick, huh?
Eagles will have the football.
Such perfect timing that my guy just stood on the sideline and let him watch. And he watched as he just did that to me.
Up to the task.
And a lot of
Interesting.
times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set
Or
up a
fucking
return.
garbage, I
Remember,
can't tell.
you get 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big
That
time
play's getting
gain
annoying.
there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the
wonder if I'm
quarterback?
yelling
When we
Santa's
talk about
cut.
miscommunication,
I
it's supposed to be
highly
called
doubt it.
assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Although, I find it to be really interesting that Bruce Buffer
They'll throw on
owns
first down with
saying,
Hurts.
let's get ready to
He's
rumble.
going deep for Brown. is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's
Like, I didn't know you could own
but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
4 words said in a certain order. It's kind of BS that you can do that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I think Santa's clothes are
Left side here to
just like the soda.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football,
I don't know if that
it's gonna
checks
be a
out.
foot or so short. Now the
I
Chargers
guess,
will use
red
the
on red.
second of their timeouts
But
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
couldn't you then just say anything that's red, white, and black?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's got his man.
Is
It's the tight end
what
Gunner.
Santa's made of?
And
Also,
he's
I
out of
guess.
bounds. Almost gets
Or is
to
he
the
breaking
10.
everything?
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush
Do you
a
think,
mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case,
Coke
you gotta
created
make sure the
Santa.
inside pressure
They
and
also
outside
create
pressure match.
the
And maybe even a second
they also create the
wave.
polar bears, or
Sure
did
he
Santa
scores
create the
free.
polar bears
You
with
got
Coke?
someone to tackle him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. So the Eagles
It's kind of like in that last game.
get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Madden was like pitying me,
We will not have a run back
and they
here
pitied
as
me
the
so
second
much
half starts.
that they threw me a bone and gave me absolute dog turd competition. But then I beat the guy so bad, they're like,
The Eagles offense
wait a minute.
drive.
And they threw me back in with
What do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too
people who are
drastic
absolutely
at the end
insane.
of the half or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. to throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the
Sure,
deep
but you would have
ball.
perfect use of timing that on me.
Surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Mr. Payne.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
That's a cool little tidbit of information. Where'd you find that then?
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
Oh, come on!
And he's going to be intercepted.
I knew it was too early.
And the Eagles are going to take over.
Just pissing me off that every mistake I make is an instant interception, but
3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see
God, I need an extra fucking second.
bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts, I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 9 yards.
of course, let's just push them forward every time we've got them stuck behind the line.
This is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion.
Doesn't
just
make
kinda
a
tap it forward to him.
difference
That
at
doesn't
all
turn
when
into a huge
Hurts is your
play.
quarterback.
They do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent
1 yard guarantee on every play.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And
Oh my God, JC Jackson, that's literally your fucking assignment.
good line on that, but that would have been a big play.
He's twiddling his thumbs with nobody even near him back there.
coordinator.
Oh, it worked? He dropped it?
They have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or
I'm
big
still upset.
plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's gonna hurt.
I'm still upset it was way too close. My guy should have been there to just pick that off.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're
I may
running
be
with the
pass
ball.
interference there a
I think
little
they're
bit.
gonna win those too. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field right through them. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. as they set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his
Finally. Nice to have one go my way.
and the Chargers are going to take over here.
Michael, like I said before, I find this shit.
That's a great example of
Oh, that's
skills
funny.
right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job.
I guess
focusing
did you
on the
knows in
task at
history
hand
aren't
and coming away with
super
the
pointless.
interception.
That was something to learn from it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Got an open man.
That felt
Josh
risky too.
Palmer. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On first down, Justin Herbert.
Oh, that was almost just another
Terrific there.
insane
That's
pick
knocked down
because
and
my guy didn't
incomplete.
adjust.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, "You might
Adjust to
wanna
the
stop
open
coming after me
pocket
downfield
there.
because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with."
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. And they're
I'd
not
really
gonna
like to
get
quickly
the
get that
ball
off and
down
somehow
with
get the
the
score
play.
before the end.
Switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To the air again, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. It's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Was the wrong kind of
Nice
pass
job
for sure,
of
but still.
bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer.
Oh, Michael, I did not know that.
Inside the 10 at the 8.
That's
First and
interesting.
goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this.
I was thinking about that the other day. I actually was wondering.
He's got his
Man was gonna give me that touchdown. It said you're taking this one. Oh, well, finally have a little stroke of luck there. That's
game again. Here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
I've never had that happen to me and go my way. I've seen it happen to plenty of other people
Hopkins
against
will
me.
kick it away.
Well, because of how good this cookie is.
Too deep. Here comes a return.
Oh God, I just left such a big hole for him to run through.
Across the 30 up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right.
Out of bounds, can't do that. Jason! Holy shit. Thank you so much for the follow. This is awesome. I haven't had anyone do that in a while.
The other side is starting the game.
You, sir, Our Mr. 330. We've been waiting for you for a long time. Thank you so much for coming in here and taking the time to drop that. I think that just made my day.
One of the bigger plays of the game.
Hold on. I got a cheers for you coming your way.
As we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, damn it. Either way, cheers, Jason. Hey,
And he is going to have
this man's a legend today. Appreciate you.
the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll let
There's half a beer in your honor.
on first and 10.
Look, I got one more.
The gain on the keeper and it's second down.
I'm gonna give another big cheers to Jason Horn, the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing today, Jason?
Expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback.
That's so awesome.
Up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout call.
Cheers, like I did for you last week. You didn't do that live. And I can't do that. We're not the same human being, Michael. For anyone who's trying to understand what Michael's talking about here, can't remember what it was. Something happened. I asked Michael to cheers me. He said he would do it later after he got home from work. Now, Michael never drinks beer, liquor, or anything. And he slammed a beer in like 3 seconds. Sent me a video of it. And it was insane. I was shocked, blown away. But Michael can do stuff like that. Me, not so much. You said something that was wrong. What? The horse thing? Earlier he was saying Mr. Michael here streams. Streams No Pain No Gain EX.
Beg pardon, Papa.
And he said I was saying horses on his stream, something about it. But I didn't. Or if I did, it's because it was 6 a.m. Because he's in Australia. You on Friday. Oh. Absolutely. And Kayla! Hell yeah, thank you for that 100 stars. Cheers.
Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that
Appreciate you.
passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
What?
Let's give credit
Where did that man come from?
They've done an excellent job
Utter insanity.
through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 9 yards, and that leaves
That was an unnecessary timeout. Hopefully that doesn't hurt.
the Chargers going to signal for the
Who's the last stream? So Thursday for you. Oh,
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
that's been a few days.
Herbert.
No. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. All right. Let me just say
Reality is staring them right
that was really infuriating because B, the little guy on the sideline, I was running to him and I told him run straight out. And then he stops. He doesn't do anything and he starts running to me. I'm like, no! What are you doing? If he just ran straight out, it would have been a huge play. Huge play.
Now the defense
But,
use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do
So that kind of
next.
sucks. What'd you say, Michael? Out of curiosity. I'm gonna do another cheers to Jason, the legend. Cheers.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. It's down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert.
No!
And his pass is
Oh,
intercepted
just
for the
fucking
4th time today.
floats it to nobody.
And the Eagles have just about
God, that's been my luck tonight.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it.
Kind of a shit scramble drill there, but
That's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield.
I couldn't have guessed that he was just gonna toss it up to fucking nobody. Alley-oop like he's the bride at a wedding throwing the flowers over her head. Whoever gets it's the next to get married. And, well, it was Bradbury or whoever that was.
Hurd's going to keep it again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his long
Dang it.
this stage of the game.
So close to it.
Stop it behind the line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for
Don't remember, but you told William and I to choose it.
strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half with their first half output. That's
okay.
enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch.
Well, it happens.
We saw the output in the first
It's alright.
half. You think to yourself,
Things are alright.
got something working.
Today is a great day, a wonderful day. Honestly, the best day in a long time. And, oh, what's he gonna say? I was gonna say, bro, bud, man, and I was like, it's probably just better to not include anything. I don't know who this guy is. We're just saying good game to each other and showing respect. See, I like it when people send those messages. Just recognize you, that you were pretty good, recognize him, that he was pretty good, move on, and you don't have to talk any crap. Give me 30 seconds, I'll be right back. 30 seconds. See? Just like that. 30 seconds. Whew, like the Flash. Normally, I would start searching beforehand, and sometimes it takes 30 seconds to a minute to find a game. Estimated wait time. It said 10 seconds, it just flipped to 35. But I get in games sometimes in like 3 seconds. And then all of a sudden I don't get to pick my offensive, defensive focuses here. And sometimes that kills me. Ooh, it's the Giants. So either this guy is incredible or I'm going to have a great game. It's one of those two things. And I hope he's not incredible because this will be so embarrassing. But the Giants are one of the worst teams. He's got a good running back. So if I just isolate him, it should be fine. He doesn't have much of a defense. His quarterback's not that great. He does have some receivers that are good, but unproven, and so therefore Madden isn't going to give them any kind of a advantage here. Alright, let me catch up on your chat. See, Michael, you're saying if you can make 100 followers before Pokemon comes out, we can do a stream together playing it, and you'll do it live on stream. That would be fun. That is going to be a multiplayer game. That's right. And you call everyone bro and dude. I do too, to some degree. Um,
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not the start he was
but like,
hoping
he's
for
not my
there,
bro or
so
not my
they
dude.
get back to the line of
He's an
scrimmage,
opponent
and
that beat
that's
me
it. Call it no gain on the
and
game's
showed some
first
respect.
play. And it's second down
And
now.
we will probably never cross paths again. So it was just like,
Near the line of scrimmage.
just show the
Absolutely
respect
nowhere
back
to
and
run
then leave
there.
it. Because the only way that message chain continues between me and that guy is if I started talking shit. Caleb, oh, past 30 seconds. I like that you said, oh.
Open man right side is Tony.
Oh, okay, so he's got good left-right maneuverability. This guy
Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
might be better than he
This was a
looks.
nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just
We're
a
both
little
cheers. You took
underneath,
longer than 30
trying to
seconds.
free up some space,
Oh,
and it worked
oh,
awfully
I guess
well.
I'm gonna have to cheers then.
Just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Kadarius Tony. They made him insane, huh?
Territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's the key. I'm finding the key is to commit so much pass interference that they don't have enough time to throw the ball.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack result.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
3rd and 26. Got him right where I want him.
There for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
I gotta choose you
Those
guys.
who forget the
Cheers.
lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
No, he's doing the same
Here's
play.
Jones throwing on
Oh!
4th down. He finds his man.
God, I had that guy open last time, and I was watching the screen too much
They managed to convert.
to focus on the deep pass, which doesn't even make sense.
A bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th
Why would I
down
do
play
that?
to result in 23 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
I admit that wasn't the best
Taking it in
defensive
from 4
scheme.
yards out. And the Giants will claim
That's
the
right.
lead as they're on the board
First drive is really figuring out how do they play, what are their tendencies.
Extra point try good by
Second drive, can you stop it?
score 7-0.
And are they going to adapt and change?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
So that strategy that he just did is insane. I've been seeing a lot of people doing it, and I don't know exactly how they do it.
On the touchback.
But if you can perfectly land the kick on the right side, about at the 10 where you can hit it, a lot of times it'll roll perfectly to the 1. People have been doing that to me like crazy. I'm either forced to run it
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
with
Tacklers is going to get him as they snap
um,
him along the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
was it like a fullback or something?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Or I let it go and it'll land on the 1 yard.
Working across midfield.
So there's not really a win there
After
if you can land that perfectly.
on EA Sports. Charger football to start
It's the
quarter
perfect
number
spot
2.
to keep somebody within the
They've got
25.
it with a 1st and 10. slam. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
I should have started to cut back left. Maybe I could have escaped. So this guy is a hardcore everyone in on the run stop, which is going to lead to some mistakes.
He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they do get
It's
him
close.
down, but not before he's able
Michael,
to
when you go to the shops, you call people chief. My partner said, how do I know what to call them? I said, I don't know, it just happens. That's funny. What up, chief? I think if you call someone chief around here, it's almost talking down to him. It's almost if you say it to the wrong person,
4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Chargers are within an
that might be trouble.
point of tying up this
But if you're a big guy like yourself, maybe you get away with it. I don't know.
goodbye Hopkins. And
Never had a problem from anyone doing it. Oh, you addressed that. All right. Probably because you're a bigger guy.
each team's had it.
If you're a regular sized guy and you walk around calling people chief,
The kicks away.
someone might not take it too kindly.
Inside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
I don't know. Depends. I guess I don't go around calling people that too often. Maybe if I was talking crap to a friend or something, I might say that.
Giants offense at the line, ready
See what
to
they say.
begin their next drive. With the football
See, it's because she never
changing
knows
hands
what to
as
call
offense
people.
takes the field.
I said stay strong, stay proud. She don't know what to say.
Upcoming drive last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
There we go.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback.
That's Black Rams time. Let's go.
Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I just want to start throwing it enough that he lets off on the run and I can maybe start to do it. Looks like he's starting to a little bit.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, I had Eckler. I had him.
Say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this.
Let's see if I can get away with a run. I should have gave it 10 seconds.
Planning to shut down
See if he would have picked his play if he's waiting for me. Definitely seems like he's waiting for me if he's taking this long adjusting.
as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
God damn it. I had two big openings there. I was waiting too long to read the defense.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they need.
Oh, well, there's a win. His connection, not very good. Let's just see. It says loss of 1. Gun Moji was the guy I played last, so maybe it doesn't count. Or maybe it has to update. Win 1. Guy was in the top 12% there. I haven't played against somebody with a losing record ever. Where are those people? So that counts as a win, but I kind of wish could have played that one out. I like the way it was going. Anyway, let's do another little cheers. It's getting towards the end of the stream. We got another game or two, depending on how fast they go. Just cheers. Cheers to all the amazing people in here. Appreciate all of you. You're all awesome. Thanks for all the likes. That follow. Jason, my man. Cheers. Now I'm playing the Seahawks. I've been losing just enough to the good teams that all of a sudden I'm getting paired up with people who play only as really bad teams, and I'm super confused. I am in the top 3%. And I've been getting paired up with people in the top 12. At least last game. Wow! This guy's a piece of crap. Onsiding it to start the game. Alright. I'm going to have to be
You're exactly right. You nailed
careful.
it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself,
When the
oh,
game
we start
got
on
people's
defense, we
ratings?
too early, try and create
Couldn't
a
tell you.
If we start on offense, we
I don't know the
try and
algorithm.
downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an
Oh.
onside kick unsuccessfully.
And there you say Chief, Boss Man, Boss Bro, Dude, and
I think he's got to be careful
Digger.
not to force anything into coverage right
More, but
there.
you can't
There
name
weren't
him.
really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him,
I think
he's got
Boss
second
Man
and
would
third
also,
down,
in the
fall back on.
right circumstance, be
So after the incompletion on first, now second
more
and
of
10.
a dig than a good thing.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch from Keenan Allen. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
First of all, I think that is too close. Too close of a word.
Broken contact. It's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
To,
Will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
bad words that I don't think anyone in the U.S. is ever going to say that on the account of if somebody mishears or thinks you said something else, you could get punched in the mouth. Why would you say that? What does that mean?
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
You know, it sounds more like you're a minor or something. Like, where they dig? I don't get where that one comes from. Don't go to bail, they say, or you boss man, or you're a big guy like me, they call you King Kong. I think if I called a big guy King Kong, he might come after me too. You know, people are pretty sensitive in the U.S. You can't really call them a lot of names without asking for something. People just don't take a lot of shit either, especially from people they don't know. So if you seem like a real wise guy, huh? Probably not going to go so well for you for saying most of those things. You could get away with saying boss bro or dude maybe.
Gets ready to go at their own 24. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job.
Volley, okay.
Rallying to the football and getting him on the
I was like, bail, like,
play gets made by the
you're going to jail, but just for the day?
If they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's kind of Flocker, the third guy's his focus, huh?
It's up to the 37-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter
So you don't call people that, but a lot of older people and miners used it. They're like
running back can read it, find the proper
mining like a big thing in Australia.
sometimes a thing of beauty.
The last run got
Is it a pretty common place for the asteroids to hit?
now to the air.
Bringing in all that space stuff.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought to the
What?
first down at the Chargers.
I'm standing in the way and my arms are like this. What? What?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Just not a whole lot of room.
If my hands are in that, happens on offense and defense. My hands are in front of the ball. It means nothing, good or bad. Also, this guy is actually doing insane running with this one.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily
Like the Seahawks have insane blocking or something?
line up.
Their run blocking just
And establish
next level, because I thought it was terrible. I thought their offensive line was repaired with duct tape. Good thing his man was on the ground there.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Let's get the blitz. He's 3rd and 9, so 3rd and long.
Block now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown.
This guy's not bad. He's still going to make some mistakes here.
Extra point
As soon as he's close.
by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
So the keys to beating this guy. Oh my god. I didn't learn from the first time.
Onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for him. Tie game.
Wow, he got it back. I'm pissed
When I
off.
was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about
This is
guy
my
called
night.
Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum. And they want
I have never gotten an onside kick back.
Is that a true story?
True story.
I love your pops. They'll run with Walker to the
Probably need to stop letting other people do it to me.
taking it across midfield and just shy of the
When I started off
49 yards.
this season when this game came out,
Just 7 carries.
I was careful. I watched every person, and people haven't like been shitty about the onside kicks to me enough,
Back to Walker on first down.
where it was like super necessary.
Down to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost
Then I
feel
sit
the
back and
ground
watch.
shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had a coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker, and they are going to stop him on 4th.
No, no, no. Not on my watch.
Backwards. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work.
Okay.
And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
So who they have on this defense? Quandre Diggs, and that's it.
The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's
Yeah, it was a perfect alert. I did a high pass
picks it, and the return comes to a halt.
to get over that guy, but
Man, we see a lot
apparently it
of
didn't go very
quarterbacks
high
do this.
off the
They
back
get out of
foot.
the pocket, they get in trouble,
Nope, not
and they
high
try
at
to
all. It
force
was a
the ball
bullet
to
straight to
star
the man.
receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively,
So this
they had a
guy's
chance there
trying to
for a
throw
loss,
as
couldn't get it
little
done.
as
Looked like
possible.
someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But not much
You don't know what you
on that
mind,
one,
but the
Charles.
mines are more desert area,
Exactly the way to
so
execute
out more middle of the continent.
against correct
is Locke. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Locke to throw for it on fourth. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble.
Storm Area 51 with a rock and everyone.
He just made a great play there.
Was there a rock there? I never saw the rock there. Thought that was a pretty funny thing. No. You do know, like,
Corner, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
all our metals and everything are from asteroids that hit the Earth, right? If you didn't know that, you're about to get learned. Everything's space rock. Diamonds, iron, steel, copper, ore. I mean, it's all from space.
On 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. A nice play design there. The touch pass looked good at the start, but
Yeah, it might have been. I didn't pay any attention to it.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
I didn't really see anything, and even if I did, didn't really care. You knew no one was going to storm Area 51, and if they did, you know, a lot of people are going to get lit up, and it would be all over the news then. So until then, didn't really care.
that flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Locke exits
Just in case this guy's
sends out J.C. Myers.
faking everything, a real piece of work.
Myers' kick is good.
Basically, I don't
And
trust
they
him
take the
ever
lead
from now
here
on.
now at 10-7. So Charles, they get to them with their first.
Oh no, I just clicked
gain,
regular.
and They can hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense.
I don't know how I do that.
Go out there, guys, and don't let them put
How
some
I
points on the board.
possibly still clicked regular kick receive thing. Alright, so he's doing my defense now, 2-3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
Oh, he does have Jamal, doesn't he?
All the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Touchdown. Josh Palmer. As the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Yeah, so keep all your aliens in your puzzle.
Hopkins
Well,
with
yeah.
an extra point, and the lead is
Yeah,
now
everyone knows
14-10.
that.
So
Well, I clicked, but fuck me, let's get this penalty over with.
As the kick's away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line. So
I clicked about 3 times, by the way.
with solid field position.
This game just hates me.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the
Michael, you didn't go to Area 51?
Here's Locke to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Yeah, so he's going to get his field goal.
Timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
All right.
And we welcome you
Okay.
back now.
Like if I'm
Alongside
receiving the
Charles
kick,
Davis, I'm Brandon
no,
Gunn, getting set for
no
quarter
regular
three.
kick. Onside only. God, this guy's a piece of crap.
The Seahawks trailing,
I
but
hate
they
when
will
people
have
do that.
possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal
I just make
line.
sure they pay and score those touchdowns right away.
Getting a couple extra
Which
yards
I got 2 really fast on him.
to get out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Nah, bro, didn't have the money to fly over.
At the line here to begin their next
It's a
drive.
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You find the money.
We saw pretty
You go bartend and make $300 a night.
game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can
I'll get you a plane ticket real quick.
gain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second and a couple. Lock. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down.
How many of those passes have I thrown? My guy's leading. He's got a good lead. I lob it up, intercepted instantly.
Go to your big play guy.
Listen,
That's
protocol
frustrating.
101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas, but sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown.
And Drew Lock, the god-tier quarterback, can make all the throws.
DK Metcalf, 39 yards.
He's got his
And
team
the Seahawks
locked
have
in.
taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man.
Backyard.
I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this will be caught.
Exactly where he's gonna go.
He hits the big target
Didn't
for a
matter.
two-point try, and defenses hate
God damn it! How do I keep doing this?
Who are you going to put on him? Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage
Oh.
skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but
Thank
he's not
the
used
Lord.
to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
I literally don't get how I'm capable of doing that over and over. I know the moment I hit the button that I made a mistake. It's a good thing that like 80 to 90% of the time it won't matter. He'll still fail, but
right at the 50-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And good penetration here. They'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
a Donkor. His name is Donkor. Who's this nobody breaking right through? Susan, thank you for the like. Jeez.
All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, 57 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Mr. Donkor didn't break right through that time. Lucky for me.
It's a thing of beauty.
That was the most time I've ever had on a pass protection play. Wow.
To get it to the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 21.
Super keen for lunch. You made some honey and garlic chicken with jasmine rice. Not sure if I know what jasmine rice is, but that sounds pretty good.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. I didn't do it right.
Going out of bounds.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers
Still got it.
here at the 32-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got hurt.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes.
That sounds really good, Mike.
There's going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The only thing I gotta say I hate about defense in this game is I get people fairly open. Should be open enough that I can make a tight pass. Defense can always close in on a ball better than your receiver ever can.
This is 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll work
There we
this
go.
down.
Good run. Big run.
Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game is now getting neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to maneuver.
Oh! If I didn't just touch the out of bounds there.
48 yards rushing.
Yeah, it would have been a good highlight.
Just his first 3 carries.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
So last night you entered
To the 5-yard line.
on a stream and a guy
And that one was relatively
gave you
easy
some
to see.
plushie
I know
just for being in the
It doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get
chat.
multiples.
That's pretty
Would
cool.
always love on these offsides.
But he's got to send it from America to Australia.
Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So he's got to pay the $22, $25 in shipping somewhere in there. That sucks. I mean, it's cool for you. It's cool that he's willing to do that. It's cool that he didn't say, actually, you don't qualify being in Australia. But his shipping cost went from like $8 to triple that. Maybe less. I don't know. I don't ship a lot of stuff.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
I mean, would it be so bad if, say, I don't know if you can do this. I've never tried it over countries. But I have bought people presents on Amazon and just shipped it directly to their address, right? What if... Oh, that was a really good play. I'm super pissed about it, though. Alright. Real quick, gonna be right back.
Kickoff return, what a run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
All right. Now I know that wasn't 30 seconds. You know how I know? Because at bare minimum, I get a 30-second break if he presses unpause right away. But anyway, what I was going to say is if you bought it from Amazon, you could ship it directly to your address and avoid all that stuff. Maybe. I don't know how that works exactly.
Back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He's got this to Williams, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
I'm gonna let this go down to the 2 minute. You're saying he had it in his hands and got it from the Pokemon Center. It's the last one they have. Now they're out of stock. You are guessing, at least, you're guessing at, wow, that last sentence. So when the game is released.
Eckler. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, maybe they'll have more when they release. Oh, well, that's true. That's a good giveaway then. And yeah, he is paying out the butt to get that to you. That's pretty cool.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns.
Wow, that's the first time that didn't work for me.
The Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys,
I'm getting scared because Drew Lock is legitimately throwing perfect passes every time he tries.
Make sure that your offense
And
oiled up a
that
little
was
bit.
pretty
They've
much
got to be
perfect.
able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got to tie a game.
Can't onside it this time, pal.
Down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this
Got about
football
1 trillion
game.
highlights tonight.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game
One
not
fourth
quite
down.
over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2
Michael,
yards to
that's
show
funny.
for it.
So your uncle said it's a 2-man job, but you're the only one doing it.
3 timeouts. As they'll get it with
How'd you get
just
stuck
over 90
doing that?
seconds to go in the ball game. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he...
Yeah, that's the end, and he knows it. Good game. So we got 3 wins today. All 3 of them against bottom 5 teams. And let's see. Where did it start today? Started with this one against the Buccaneers. I made some mistakes in that game, but I was able to run it down the field pretty good. And then I let my subscribers pick, or if someone donates enough stars, they can pick my team. Today, I got picked the Raiders, and I am cursed when somebody picks my team. It's almost always 0 points. I just get fucking murdered. So, started off with 2 losses, so I'm 3-3 today. Followed by an absolute murdering back of 5 to 15, 15 to 15. I don't like these sub picks, so I came back hard. Close loss, 14-17. 7-7, his connection couldn't hold up. But for the record, I was beating that guy in the turnovers and everything. He wasn't looking that good. And I got this guy 30-28 who was surprisingly good. I mean, what did he miss? 1 pass at the end, slightly overthrew Metcalf, and I shocked Metcalf didn't catch it. So 3-3 on the night. That's been about our luck lately. About half and half. Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Haven't been able to get on a streak for a little bit, but that's all right. One's coming. Maybe tomorrow. We'll find out. So let's do some shout-outs here. For all the wonderful people that came in today, dropped a follow, or a like, or a share, or some stars. We had a little bit of everything tonight, and it was pretty awesome. So these people need some recognition. Can you pick the Chicago Bulls? You can absolutely try. Before we get into the shout-outs, the question of the night is, what is the powerhouse of the cell? Right? Who remembers 6th grade science? Is it the atom, the nuclear membrane, the ribosomes, or the mitochondria? If you're over here on Facebook and you've answered, normally I can see percentages and tell you how people answered, how many got it right, how many got it wrong. I don't know who does, I just know a percentage, and I can't see it tonight, so unfortunately I can't say. If you think you got the right answer, put it in the chat here on Facebook. I'll give you some recognition if you did, and if you're over there on YouTube, feel free to answer as well. So for our shout-outs, we got Mr. Michael Payne. Thank you for the like, hanging out with us, and chatting this whole time. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, No Pain, No Game, for the like as well. Check out his page, No Pain No Game EX. He's over here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Small guy, just trying to get his feet wet. Show him some love. William Dodge, thank you for liking, share. William Harris, thank you for the like, the 20 stars, and chatting with us for a good bit early on. Pandow, thank you for the like. Candy Lup, thank you for the like, saying hello. Mike Loot, thank you for saying hello and dropping that like. Levon, thank you for the like, chatting along with us a little bit. Jason Horn, the MVP of the night. I hope you're still here, brother. We love you. You're amazing. You're awesome. I'm gonna finish this beer in your honor. It's like 2 beers finished for Jason because he's such a cool guy. Hey, come back next time if you don't feel like chatting. You don't have to, but definitely I love having you here. Just make your presence known. Let us know that you're here with a like, and it helps. It helps a lot. Goes a long way with the algorithms here on Facebook to getting seen, chats, likes, follows, every little thing goes a long way. So appreciate you, brother. Cheers. Kayla, thank you for the 100 stars as well. Absolutely awesome. Appreciate the support. And Susan, thank you for the like here towards the end. We got up to 10 likes. It's about our average, or at least how it has been pretty much since we quit playing Elden Ring. So that's pretty good. I'm just happy to see double digits. So our follower goal, we finally hit 330. Very excited about that. We've been there before, so we just gotta keep pushing and get beyond 330. That's the real goal. Maintain and grow. Still sitting at 5 out of 10 subscribers, hoping to grow that, get them up to 10 soon, and we're almost up to 70% of our goal for stars to help us get some new games as they come out here. So appreciate everyone for all of that. Back to the question of the night. What is the powerhouse of the cell? If you remember from 6th grade science, is it the atom, the nuclear membrane, the ribosomes, or the mitochondria? It is the mitochondria. Remember the mighty mitochondria? So, there you go. I'm sure most of you got that right. Congratulations to you. Appreciate it. Michael, I don't know what you mean. No love for the chatters. Nothing but love. Appreciate all of you guys. So I'm sad that you would even put that on there. And is it once you're in level up that you can see your followers? I mean, if it comes up on the screen, I can see them. I think I saw a way once where somewhere on the back end you could see your followers, but everything changes all the time. Nothing stays consistent over here, unfortunately. So it's probably moved, and for at least the good first year or so, until I found it that one time, you could not see your followers anywhere I went. So the answer is maybe. I don't know. Oh, okay, you said love for the likers, followers, and subscribers. I was shouting up the chatters as I went along. You just gotta give me time, brother. Gotta give me time. I appreciate your enthusiasm. So yeah, it was a fun night for some of those games. We'll be back on tomorrow, 6/9 Central Standard Time. I haven't heard anything from any of the subs about wanting to do a subscriber stream. That's a short week this week, unless we stream Friday maybe or something. But we'll see. You never know. We never know. But our schedule is concrete. Monday through Thursday, 6/9 Central Standard Time. We were not on yesterday because of the holiday. But most of the time, if there's no holiday, then we're on at that time in those hours. So just a reminder, if you are watching for the first time here at the end of the stream, whether we're live or not, please do drop a follow, like Mr. Jason, Mr. Horn, and help us out, help us grow. If you've been here before, after the stream even, please do me a favor, drop that like, share, help us get seen, help us grow. Any support in any way goes a long way, more than you think, even though it's just clicking a button. So appreciate all of you. If you're over there on YouTube, thanks for watching. Glad to see that channel on YouTube still growing, and it's doing amazing. I'm literally surprised every time I look over on YouTube at how well it's doing. So appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for all the subscribes over there, the likes and the comments. We'll see you guys tomorrow then. Like I said, 6 9 Central Standard Time for some more Madden. Until then, stay fresh, cheese bags, and have a good night.